Hey everybody, this is Chanchai again, and this is Rio Chen from Taiwan. And what's your name? Okay, well, he's a wonderful member of the Taiwanese community. So we're at this amazing, well, what do we want to call this? You have a name for your room? For your place?
My little space.
Okay, this is Rio Chen's little space. It's an amazing place of Virtua Fighter. You can see. For some reason, when I record video, I can no longer switch the view.
Sure.
So I'm just going to do this really quick. And I have another video showing the whole place in detail, but I wanted to talk to Rio Chen. He's been wonderful to chat with. So, how are you doing? Did you have fun at Pro Cup?
Yeah, it was fun. You know, watching people playing, that was fun. Although I don't play Virtua Fighter 5, but you know, it's still amazing to watch the people playing. Yeah.
But for you, you played Virtua Fighter since Virtua Fighter 1?
No, since Virtua Fighter 2. Actually, I tried it, the Virtua Fighter 1, but it wasn't my game because you know I don't like the reaction with the game. But I start from the Virtua Fighter the 2. That one was amazing. So I start playing Virtua Fighter.
I'll admit, when I first played Virtua Fighter 1, it's promising and it's interesting, and it looked different and everything. But it's true that you can sense the 30 frames per second even then, right? You kind of go, this is the future, but there's going to be a brighter future. Virtua Fighter 2 comes out. I play it, I fall in love with it. I'm like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And in Japan, less than 1 year come out, right?
I don't know why. What's the improvement? So
it's a big difference.
Yeah, in a year.
Virtua Fighter 2 came out like even before Tekken 1 in Japan.
Oh,
But in America, Tekken 1 came out first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but for you, I know Virtua Fighter 2, it seemed like in Taiwan. You grew up in Taiwan, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And my understanding, it feels like that there's a real golden age where like Virtua Fighter 2 and BF3, Taiwanese players are really strong. There's probably lots of arcades, a lot of places to play.
Yeah.
So is that part of the environment where you develop your love of Virtua Fighter?
Actually, I stopped playing Virtua Fighter 2 because my friends, because I didn't, during that time I was like playing GamerB games because I want to earn money, right?
Yeah.
But my friends was like, okay, hey, Rio, just come over. Let's just come over and then let's play Virtua Fighter 2. I say, oh, Virtua Fighter 1. I don't like Virtua Fighter 1. What else? What do you think Virtua Fighter 2 will be? Better. But it's also different. So I fall in love with Virtua Fighter 2 during that time. So I start, the most interesting thing is you can, play with like against each other, with other, like people that you don't know. Yeah, that's amazing because during that time we don't have that kind of culture. We play subsidiarily during that time. If you're against it, it's like you're challenging anyone. Probably you get beaten on the street, But the atmosphere start from Virtua Fighter. I will say Street Fighter 2, and then Virtua Fighter 2. Yeah. So I kind of like that kind of atmosphere, and then I fall in love with it. Yeah, that's how I started.
I relate to it a lot because before Street Fighter 2 came out, I always loved video gaming my whole life.
Okay.
And so even around as early as 1980, when I'm a baby, I still remember that I play the systems my father had, or when I go to another house and I play on an old computer. So I always loved video games, but in the 80s, when I play action games, I really love it, but I always had the feeling I would like it if I could play like against other people.
Yeah.
Right? And so that for me, Street Fighter 2, when I played it at 7-Eleven or the arcade, it's like blow my mind. And I'm like, this is what I wanted. I know, and it feels good. So then Virtua Fighter, of course, carries that. Virtua Fighter 2 is when I fall in love with. Yeah. So for you kind of had the feeling like you feel right away that this is cool. I can play another player.
Yeah, but another thing is that why we play a Virtua Fighter series, because when I was young, all of them are 2D games, and you pay like $10 play again. But during that time, I was like, oh, the 3D game must be more expensive. So I want to spend like $10 on the expensive game, not the cheap game, the 2D games. That was just that stupid thought. I will say that when I was young. Yeah, but you know, I still, you know, that's only actually that is only fighting game that I love. Yeah.
I see. Then okay, so then I know Virtua Fighter 3 is also special in your heart, right?
Yeah.
What was it like for you the first time you played Virtua Fighter 3 or saw it? What was that experience for you?
Actually, I play Virtua Fighter 2 with GamerB. We are all in the same arcade store. And then when Virtua Fighter 3 came out during that time, I think, oh, because that guy played more than me, because you know we start playing Virtua Fighter 2 in different period, different times. So he play more. So of course he's gonna get stronger. So right now we have the same start points, and we can, you know, learning how to play the game. So probably I can win you, but it's totally different. So when I play Virtua Fighter 3, I just wanna know like how can I win other people. That's it. I don't feel like, you know, like spatial sense or the of course the graphic changes a lot. It become prettier, right?
Yeah.
So, but during that time, I was like, just I want to be everyone, and I was just 19, so and then I enjoyed the most when I play Virtua Fighter 3, because at Virtua Fighter 2, I didn't get into the community. I was like outside of the community. But when I started playing Virtua Fighter 2, and then when I got to know GamerB, so I went into that community. So then we had a lot of fun, because you know a lot of people, and they can see each other, and we try to learn the technique, the skill from each other. That was very fun. Yeah.
I think that's one of the most important things.
Yeah.
I think I've traveled around just normally, but I've also met so many Virtua Fighter players around the world. Because in Virtua Fighter, the fans of Virtua Fighter it's kind of they really love Virtua Fighter or something about it.
Yeah.
And almost all of them, the core of it was the community. It was the environment they played it in. That's kind of what made the best Virtua Fighter for them.
Yeah.
I think in Taiwan, when I asked most of the players actually that are playing Revo right now, but I asked them what is their favorite Virtua Fighter. Is in Taiwan, almost everybody say Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter 3.
Yeah.
When I went to China and Hong Kong, players say Virtua Fighter 4 Final Tune, right?
Yeah.
And if I talk to Japanese, it's similar. It's a 4 Final Tune, or some 3TB. Chimpanzee also say 3 Team Battle. You know, so I think that speaks to how much the community is important and the atmosphere.
Yeah,
it's not.
that's
It's
right.
the game itself is amazing, but it's not just the game. It's people.
Yeah, it's people. Yeah, you're right. It's people. Yeah.
Now you talked about GamerB. I do want to talk a bit about him because not many people outside of Taiwan or outside of East Asia or outside of Chinese-speaking countries know much about. I know you. I know. I'm not expecting you to know everything, but I know that there are some things that are taken for granted, and it's like, you know, GamerB. In America, we only really know him when he do really well at Evo in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
And so we don't really know him until 15 years ago, you know,
Oh, okay.
or like a little less than 20 years. In Taiwan, I mean, as far as I know, players know him since the 90s.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and VF3, he was actually supposed to be like the representative at Maximum Battle,
that's right.
but he's too young, so he could not get visas, what I heard. Right?
Yeah, that's
But
right.
do you happen to remember who the player went to Japan? It's okay.
Yeah, I know him. Actually, we are friends right now. I'm not so sure because he's kind of busy, and then he doesn't join this kind of tournament anymore because he doesn't play games anymore. But I know him. Yeah.
So my understanding is
It's
that,
Tosh, right? Do you remember?
Tosh, yeah. So yes, and you know, so he had a wonderful performance there. Of course, at that tournament, you know, Akira Kid or Shin shocked the world with the Korean stuff, right? Everyone was like, "This is really strong."
Yeah.
but Taiwan is no slouch. They are one of the best in the world in Virtua Fighter 2 and Virtua Fighter 3.
Yeah, we got Taiwan State in Virtua Fighter
Yes.
2.
I was gonna say Taiwan is known for the Taiwan step in VF2,
Yeah.
and I wish more people will know that history. So maybe someday we can talk about it, and maybe someone will make a video showing it, explain to people.
But when somebody called it Taiwan State, I was like, no, it's not Taiwan State. It's how you play the game.
Yeah, just
What?
normal play.
Yeah, just normal play.
Like-
Everybody does that. So when you're talking about the Taiwan State, does anyone else outside of the Taiwan don't use that technique?
Right.
I didn't know that until since there is internet and everybody calls it Taiwan State, and then I realized that okay, the spatial scale for Taiwan.
It's a spatial skill.
I didn't know that.
But even to this day, when I fight Taiwanese players, I can see they use space very well. They like to use the space, especially back and forward. So, so it's really amazing. And again, I want more people to know Taiwan, some history of Taiwan, or some sense of the Taiwan history, because I think it's great. Now that said, a topic you also brought up with Toshi, this is a story, it's going to overlap with the GamerB story, and I think it overlap with your story. Especially in the Chinese cultures, like Chinese-speaking cultures, countries that speak different dialects of Chinese. A lot of times the way the society is like you're young, you get to have fun, but you have a big responsibility as family when you build your career. And you need to focus on the work, and then you need to focus on family, and then if you do well enough, then you can go enjoy it after. Right? That's like the culture that people told me. But that said, because of that also, a lot of times there's a lot of us older generations that play Virtua Fighter, but it's kind of a sacrifice if we want to do it more. And sometimes we have to prioritize, and we're going to prioritize family and work. So then maybe this is your way to really enjoy it. Is you build up the room, you enjoy it when you have time. But at the same time, it can be hard to make that community time because you have the community of your family. And
that's right. But first of all, I would like to thank I have a good wife because she allows me to build this. And she doesn't complain at all.
She's still the happy wife, you still have a happy life.
Sometimes I was like, I should buy this cabinet, but it's too expensive. I will not buy it. Then I decided not to buy it. After a few days, my wife said, are you not going to buy it? That's what you like, right? I was like, you don't like it, right? But why you are always asking? But she was like, yeah, you like it.
Because she knows that you like it. Your wife is amazing. She really showed her heart.
So I bought it. That's how everything came together. That's what.
She let you live without the regret, but also know that you're taking care of the family. So okay. That's right. The contract is go full circle. Right?
So I really appreciate
You're a lucky man, and but also. I imagine you're a very hardworking mentor. So,
when I build this room, I just wanna everybody can play together because right now probably you can play the Virtua Fighter 5 online right now with people around the world, right? But what about Virtua Fighter 2, 3, 4? Nobody's playing this right now. And when I was young, I like the people play together. Not separate. You are on the other world, and I'm here, and we don't talk. We just play. I beat you. That's it. And ha ha ha. There's no communication, no interaction. I don't like no engagement. So that's why when I build this room, sometimes I wanna invite people to come and play. But those are old machines. The problem is every time I don't put the games in the cabinet all the time. I store all the games in the closet here. Why? Because I don't wanna, I don't want to keep for longer time. So I put something inside to I use the bag, zip it, and so there's no other if the weather is wet. Those it's not the water is not getting to the PCB. So I try to keep them well, but it's hard. Sometimes
a lot of these older boards is hard, and actually I heard the Capcom ones are the hardest. Like they will just break on you and you have to repair many times. I heard Virtua Fighter actually quite good, but again, it's still the hardware. you're gonna have to reflow it sometime.
Yeah. And every time, for example, right now, I think everything is working right now, right? Probably I shut it down and I turn it on. Tomorrow, one of them probably will be broken. And we don't know. You never know. So it's hard to keep them awake, alive. But I'm trying. So and have fun. So if sometimes I invite people to come over to my place and play together. But then people like us, we are at a certain age, so we have a family to take care. So probably they don't have time. They probably just came over for 10 minutes. Hey, hi guy, I need to go, something like that. So we never go back to the age, like a young age.
Yeah.
But we still can keep the fun, So sometimes when I turn all the cabinet and everything up, I just stay here, I do nothing, I feel happy, I feel relaxed. Yeah.
I think when you have a love and you have care, it's easy to, then discipline is easier then.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think the work you're doing even with your own collection, is like you're practicing discipline from your love and your care, and consideration. But I have to say, when I realize I have opportunity to go to B Pro Cup, I'm really excited and I'm really happy. But I would be lying if I didn't admit that also knowing about this place here make me like even more like I always want to go to Taiwan.
Okay.
I always want to meet Taiwan players. Really.
Yeah.
But this like really put over top like I must go if he will let me come. And you've been so welcoming.
Yeah.
You've been I know you're not going to just let anyone. You have to, it's someone you trust.
Yeah,
but thank you for trusting me.
Yeah,
Thank you for trusting us, our community. But also, I do want to repeat what you're saying because it's important. And right now, it's more important than ever. Yes, right now, a lot of the new fighting game players or competitive players grow up in an online environment.
Yeah.
And that's not bad. That is good in many ways. You played Counter-Strike, you mentioned, so you know online gaming.
Yeah, that's right.
But you also know that there's a difference in engagement. If you don't see the person there, your feeling about them is different. You might think the worst things of them.
Yeah.
You might question their motive. You might think they try to be mean. And maybe you will be mean because you think you're not responsible.
Yeah.
And they will be mean because they don't feel responsible. And then when this happens, at first it's not bad. But over time, it can be like a corrosion, like a rot.
Yeah.
And I want the social gaming, whether it's online or offline, I would like it to preserve this feeling of fraternity, this feeling like you are like me, you like what I like.
Yeah.
We fight the way we fight. We speak with our fight, but we also understand each other enough. In the arcade days, we know people that were really angry, loud, throw things. But we also know their limits. We know they're not so bad.
Yeah.
They just controlling their emotion is a hard part, and we learn how to work with them.
Yeah.
In the online age, it can be easy to just dismiss that person and ignore them, and then just say and outcast them. But I think when you have an offline scene, okay, some people that are really bad you stay away from. But some people you realize, okay, they have their quirks, but their heart is good. And we can work with it.
Yeah.
And we can be better. And we can work on ourselves too. I think this is healthy.
Agreed.
And I think it's something where I'm not saying the new ways don't have it at all, but I'm saying we do need, I hope efforts will be successful in building the culture that is something similar to the culture we have where we just love the game together.
Yeah.
Even if we want to beat each other up or destroy each other in the game, but then we want to go to a meal after and have a good time.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, the people that really hate each other in the fight want to just hang out and relax after, and then destroy each other again in the fight. But I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think it makes the gaming more valuable than just being a game. I think.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I don't remember any moment that I won someone, but I still remember I interact with someone in life when I play in games.
Yeah, exactly.
So for example, I win 10 tournaments, and I mean 10 wins in a row, but I don't remember how I win and how I won and how what was that? I don't care. But I only remember, hey, remember that day after that we have an after meal and we are drink together. We talk about our life. I didn't enjoy that kind of memory. You know what I mean? Yeah. So game is just I don't know how to say that. It's just a habit that connect each other together. The most important part is we all love this game. We play this game together, and then we enjoy our life, and then we have a better engagement. That's what I think. Yeah.
So now I'm gonna do GamerB topic again since we're talking because we're Taiwan, but because of community.
Yeah.
So how does it feel? How do you feel about, in the case of GamerB, it cannot be understated. In Taiwan, to do what GamerB did, to make gaming part of his professional life to a degree, and we have to acknowledge he made sacrifice to do this.
Yeah.
How does it feel then that he was at least able to do this in ways, and that some of his dreams he's able to kind of at least act on some of those dreams, even though he still has to balance the reality?
Yeah. But in Taiwan, it's pretty hard actually.
I heard it's incredibly hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. I know him when he was 15. So he cannot, I always play at we are, okay, for example, I play at an arcade store around the school. I only saw him like once a week. And I don't know why, but every time he shows up, and he's strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he just came to the arcade store once a week. How you practice? I stay there every day for 2 hours, 3 hours, but I still cannot win you. So what's happened? So, and after like years and years, like a few years ago, he told me that I was 15. I don't have like any vehicle to go their place, so I need to ride a bicycle like to an hour to the shop, to the arcade store to play with you guys. So usually you play in the arcade store around his house, but the arcade store is like more expensive. But when he was young, he tells the talent, he's still, you can tell everybody, has the talent when he stopped playing the game. I don't know why. I just, yeah.
I understand. I'll tell a story. In 2012, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown come to console, and it come later to Asia, because in Japan, North America, it come out same time, but Taiwanese player play in Asia, so they have to wait.
Yeah.
But I watched GamerB and the community pick up Final Showdown and learn it. It was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward a couple months, he's for Street Fighter. He's in like California and preparing to go to Evo to play there. But I know that he loved Virtua Fighter. I know some of his history already.
Yeah.
So then he was playing in Final Showdown tournament in LA. Now at this time, he does not know how to play Final Showdown in like a detailed way, right? He playing like, but I told other people I think he can win the tournament, even though he's not doing up-to-date combo, up-to-date tech.
Yeah.
And they didn't really ask why, but I just told them the reason I think that, because people thought he's not going to win because he doesn't know how to play Final Showdown.
Yeah.
I was like, his fundamental is really good. His decision making, his understanding the opponent.
Yeah.
And this game is player versus player. There's a lot of games where it's like, who plays the game better? And yes, VF has that, but VF also has who fights the opponent better.
Yeah.
And GamerB can do that. It is so impressive for me when I watch it. I'm like, oh, like he really, like he knows what his opponent gonna do.
Yeah.
And he might not know the best answer, but he's gonna get a answer and he's gonna win. And he won the tournament.
Yeah. So I knew him when he was 15, and then Taiwanese man. I mean the male needs to go to the army, right? So we have like 2 years break in the army. We cannot play anything. When we came back, and I lost connection with him because during the time I know he's still playing Virtua Fighter 4. I just play a little bit, and I would switch my focus to Counter Strike because You know, the computer game was popular during the time, starting, you know, around that time. So, but after that, I heard that he started playing Street Fighter. I say, what's wrong? I didn't know, but I can understand. I don't know why he wanna play Street Fighter, because when I know him, he play Virtua Fighter.
Yeah.
But I know because the market after Virtua Fighter 3,
It is the only path.
yeah.
Aside, I mean,
If he
maybe,
wanna keep-
maybe Tekken, but Street Fighter, the only path
Yeah,
for him
yeah.
to do. And he accomplished one dream. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, and I didn't ask him about this, but you know I can see it, you know, because Virtua Fighter become, you know, I would not say it's not popular. Yeah, it's not popular.
It's very niche.
Yeah, it's very niche market in Taiwan, especially when the arcade version. I'm not so sure if you realize that when Virtua Fighter 5 came out, when you want to put the cabinet Virtua Fighter 5 in
To go
your
online.
yeah, if you go online, you need to share your profit with Sega.
Yeah.
At the Taiwan arcade, like owner, they don't want to do that.
Everywhere outside of Japan.
Yeah.
I actually have to explain to people in America that in Japan, they have upward revenue stream on arcade.
Yeah.
But you cannot, but I was like, everywhere else around the world is leasing the machine.
Yeah.
And so if you lease the machine, it's like, okay, you got to pay one big price. How are
Yeah.
you going to make it back?
Yeah.
You know? and then VF3 became impossible.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
So if VF3 in Japan makes sense. VF3 outside Japan make almost no sense,
Yeah.
right? For business.
Yeah, yeah.
For business.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it is important to remind our viewers,
Yeah.
Virtua Fighter is very successful in Japan.
Yeah,
Arcade,
yeah.
But not Japan console, Japan arcade.
Arcade, yeah.
Almost all the decisions in the history's past is because of the success in the arcade,
Yeah.
but you cannot transfer that success outside.
console, yeah.
I know that by the time of VF4, Taiwan cannot really sustain doing arcade. Maybe Tekken, maybe King of Fighter,
Yeah.
but not Virtua Fighter.
Not Virtua Fighter, yeah.
And Korea, same story.
Okay.
Right? Korea can do PC, so you know,
Yeah.
Korea do StarCraft, but it could not sustain the popularity for like something like Virtua Fighter. And so Japan, these decisions are made for a market that's becoming only Japan
Yeah.
only.
Yeah.
So this is it's important to remind everyone VF is very popular, but in Japan, you know, because it makes sense in Japan at the time.
Yeah.
Now Japan is dealing with what everybody else dealt with about arcades 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know? So now we see the arcades are going away, retiring, changed hands many times to see, try to make it work, cannot make it work. And then eventually mostly claw machine and Gatapon and maybe music theme, but those are great, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Some places make it work, but it's only key positioning, key
Yeah.
locations.
So I think this is the only country you can find arcade store there. It's only Japan.
Yeah, it feels-
there's no more like the original. I mean, the traditional arcade store is only in Japan. So I go to Japan like 4 times a year. I just went to Japan last month and going to Japan in 2 weeks.
Wow.
I always want to go there. My wife want to eat ramen and I want to play at the arcade store. That's
Works
you know,
perfect.
yeah, it looks perfect.
I am jealous of you because I got to fulfill one dream to finally go to Japan and play VF in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, besides one time I had layover in like Narita, and so I went to the mall and played Virtua Fighter there.
Oh, okay.
But not the same, right?
I see.
But 2 years ago I went to Evo Japan and I play and I meet with the players. It was the best time and it's a treasure.
Yeah.
But then today is another dream come true because I get to come here and I get to meet
Yeah.
you, and I get to
Nice to
play
meet you too.
here. Okay. Can you tell me about the history of building your collection, and also what exactly does Virtua Fighter mean to you? Because you have chosen Virtua Fighter.
It's my memory of my childhood. That's it. For my young age, you
Yeah.
know, when you grow up, if you are still young, you know nothing, right? You just follow what your parents arrange. You play what your parents want you to play. But when you get to like teenager, you start learning something from outside, it's not from your family. Yeah, so you seeing different things from outside. And during that time, you know, we don't talk to parents, right? We know, we think, oh, you don't know nothing, right? We know everything outside. So you are outdated. You are old guys. Now we are new generation. So we wanna control our life. So start with, but during that time, you don't need to worry about the money. Why? Your parents pay for you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You just, you know,
Live life yourself, right?
yeah. Either you wanna, you know, study hard or play hard. It
Yeah.
depends on you, right? So during that time, that was the, I would say, best happy period of my life. You don't need to worry about anything. You go to study, but nobody give you a pressure. You need to learn, you need to reach which label. You need to get to which university. My parents didn't push me that way. I just get the money and I go to art store. I hang out with my friends. I have a lot of fun. I still you know, sometimes I still dream about it. But, yeah, and then I start collect the older cabinet. Actually, I didn't want to do it. I just want to collect the second one. Because when I was young, when I was 19, I said, oh, this gun was so good. I want to buy one and put in my house, put in my room. So that was the dream. But I forgot for almost 20 years. The one day I watched YouTube, I saw the game, and I said, oh, yeah. And I you know, the dream, you know, I just memorized the dream. And then I don't know how to build a one. So I just, you know, on Facebook, I asked someone, hey, do you know how can I get a Virtua Fighter 2, a Virtua Fighter 2 cabinet? I don't know where I can buy it. I know there's a lot of, like 20 years ago, but I cannot find one right now. So somebody told me that, oh, probably you just get the Ultra CD and they buy the game PCB from Japan and they integrate both of them together, then you can play. I said, oh, and then I said, okay, let's do it. So I bought the Ultra CD. You can find it in Taiwan, but you cannot find any like games, Virtua Fighter game in Taiwan. I don't know where they goes, but you know, they just disappeared. And I bought again here, but it wasn't that smooth at the very beginning because I don't know how to put them together. It's not like a standard JAMA connection. You have different wires, so I don't know how to do it. And I start like checking with some arcade, like a manager. I say, hey, can you help me out? I can pay you. Can you know, help me to connect the cabinet with the PCB again? I say, yeah, I can do it, but probably you need to wait until after Chinese New Year. I say, no, it's like 3 months from now. I need to wait 3 months to play the game. No, I cannot wait because I just bought this right now. And then I was thanks to Google. So I start Googling everything. I got all the information. I start doing everything by my own, and then I make it up. So
maybe you worked harder than even playing Virtua Fighter.
yeah, that's right. And then so probably my dream can true, right? So I don't need to worry about things. I already have one in my room. And then I didn't know you can go to the Japan auction house, Yahoo, buy all the Japan PCB.
Oh, wow.
And then I start looking at something on the auction house Yahoo in Japan. And so I saw, oh, that's a Virtua Fighter 3 PCB. I don't want to buy it. And I can, you know, switch it again. You know, if I want to play Virtua Fighter 2, then I can play Virtua Fighter 2. If you want to switch Virtua Fighter 5, I can do it. So I just need it again, right? So I bought again. And then, I'm not so sure if you see the game before, how big it is. I can show you.
Okay.
Okay, I can show you later.
Yeah.
It's like this big and 10 kilogram.
Wow.
It's very heavy. And I don't want to like switch it again anymore because it's too heavy. I said, what about you just buy the one cabinet for it? It needs a home. So that's how the third cabinet came out.
Yeah.
And then I saw it, I played a little bit before, then probably I need a PCB. So the story continues like this.
Yeah.
So at the end you see the room like this.
In your work life, you have to manage sunk cost fallacy, but in your hobby, it's tied to your emotion. So you're gonna fall for the sunk cost fallacy all the time. You're gonna be like, right. I put so much of my heart in this, cannot stop anymore. You know, I gotta keep going.
Yeah, and you know, at the end, for example, I don't play Virtua Fighter 1, right?
Right.
But when you get 2, 3, 4, and 5,
you gotta complete the set.
yeah, of course.
but it's okay. It's worth it. It's present. It feels complete.
Yeah, and if you
Your
compare
heart,
it,
your heart, your pride.
yeah,
It's good,
yeah.
right? But actually, you told me a really funny story about Virtua Fighter esports machine. Would you like to say that one again?
Oh, you mean this one?
Like,
Yeah, I
what
bought
did
it from the
you get it?
USA. You know why? I didn't know because that's the newest cabinet. Sega is still using this in the arcade store in Japan. So the entire system is right now is online, which means is that Sega is still managing this system. The system right now you see is from someone hosted the create server. I connect to the server, but it's not like a newest version of the system. Because the arcade is still operating the system
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
still operating it. It's still spoken for because this is not like they have like 100 of these in the
Yeah.
arcade. They have 1 or 2 per arcade.
Yeah, that's right.
But they're online connected.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, and and when Sega announced that we're gonna launch the Virtua Fighter eSport on this cabinet, I said, oh
I gotta complete the set.
yeah. So I need to buy this one. So from their announcement, I started looking for this cabinet. I try to reach a lot of arcade owners in Japan. They say, yeah, I have one, and probably I can sell to you. But I try to buy this. I say, hey, give me the picture, give me the core, how much it's gonna be, how much is the shipping fee. But they don't reply me at all. So I have been looking for this cabinet for 2 years. At the end, I saw this cabinet on eBay and from US. So I reached out to the eBayer. I say, hey, can you sell this cabinet to me? They say, hey, it's gonna be very expensive because shipping this to Taiwan. I said, okay, let's try how much. So we figured out and shipped this one from Japan. And somebody asked me, why you wanna import this from USA? This machine is better in Japan. It's just the country like 2 hours away. I said no, I couldn't buy one, so that's why.
It's
Yeah.
amazing though. So you had to
But
get
this
it
is
from US.
great, the best cabinet that I have right now.
Yeah.
The touch screen, you can input your headphone.
The presentation is good actually.
Yeah, and right now I only play this one. Yeah, so.
You mentioned you actually do sometimes test some degree of latency or some
Yeah.
delay. How
I
do
can
you
share
test it?
I use like a emulator on the PC for a version. I also use actual PCB. I use the original the newest because I test the for Virtua Fighter 3 TB because somebody say the 3 TB online one has some latency. So I compare 3 Virtua Fighter 3 TB versions. So I can share the video with you.
As you compare with the original that we see right here,
Yeah.
you compare with the emulator online, emulator,
emulator online and on PC and this one.
and then you compare here,
Yeah.
and unfortunately the esports this cabinet is the multi-cade is like the slower one.
Yeah.
That's too bad, but it's a beautiful emulator.
Yeah.
And I heard the story as a Sega engineer, like just kind of did it as a side project.
Yeah.
And then they were able to get, because I always wonder if Model 3 will get emulated properly. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
So, but you get the real thing too. So when you have the real thing, there's nothing beat it. But,
Yeah, but the real thing you need someone to play with you.
yeah,
It's
that's
not like a
true.
play alone. That's
So
the problem right now.
online is definitely convenient and it gives you more opponents.
Yeah.
So it can enrich you that way, but the heart wants both. Right? It wants that, but it also wants the connection and play with
Yeah,
people.
that's right.
So thank you again so
Yeah,
much.
thank you. Yeah, my
This-
English is not good. Sorry.
Your
I'm not
English
so
is
sure.
great. It's good. It's good.
It's very basically. Yeah.
But thanks for telling me your story. This is a
problem.
real honor to meet you.
Yeah.
I-
Nice to meet you.
Alright.
Thank you.